Right, here we are going to start today's lesson. Only 3 of you are joined with the lesson here. However, until joining the others, I will start the today part here. That last week, I think we were discussing about e-commerce security things regarding that. Here, still, I think we have remaining some factor, some important threat we should want to understand. We are going to start from that point. I'm not sure this part is discussed or not. That regarding the malware part, is that we discussed in last time or not? Malware, what is malware? I think it is not discussed. Therefore, I'm going to start from that part. Before that, you want to join with our system here. Here I am giving the link. Right, now you can see the link in the chat box. Go to chat box and click on the link here. Right, then in the screen you can see the join code. Type the join code, then try to join with the system. Join in deck meaning 4 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. දෙන්නෙක් join වෙලා ඉන්නවා. තව දෙන්නෙක් join වෙන්න try කරන්න බලන්න join වෙන්න. Right, here the point where we stopped last time. The things here, this one is we should don't discuss, still remaining to identify what is malware. Here it is explaining malware, especially designed to disrupt the system or network, is called malware. specially designed, this type of software, specially designed for computer networks. Then it says easily access to confidential information of both business and personal systems, specially designed for accessing the computer network. Within that network, that malware is able to attack your personal information, business information, or your personal or sensitive information. Accordingly, malware can also delete the valuable information of organization, and thus its impact are high on business. Right. Then there are different various types of malware. One example is very common example is ransomware. These days, most of the people are getting threat with this ransomware. Their main aim of this ransomware is block your computer. Once attacked with the ransomware, it will be able to block your files and data, or even your computer. That's the very dangerous one when compared with the other types of computer viruses. Ransomware is very dangerous. It says it is a new kind of malware that increasingly sound in various verticals. Ransomware heavily distributed banking, e-commerce, and banking sector. It primarily focuses on hacking the server, host machine, and determine a fee for releasing hacked information or data. Yeah, here the ransomware, their primary purpose is hacking the data or files on your computer. Once you hack these files, then it will block. It will avoid accessing you to in your computer. If you want to access your computer, then you want to pay money for them. Then only they are releasing your information again. Right. Therefore, it is dangerous. Here I am going to show you a video regarding this ransomware. This activity video. By watching the video, the same time you have to answer some questions. Right. Now I am going to play it. Still 7 of you are joined with the Zoom session, but for the activities only 3 of you are joined. Why? What happened to the other 4? If you are not joining with these activities, then you will not be able to do these activities. Right now, 4 of you are joined with the system here. Therefore, I am going to play this video. Video explaining more about ransomware. Same time, you will ask some question based on the video. You have to give the answer for these questions also. Right now, I am going to start it. I think all of you are ready.
You log onto your computer just like you do every day, only to see your screen locked and device unable to boot up. A message demanding money or bitcoins appears instead. It's the moment that every computer or mobile device user dreads: ransomware. Ransomware is a form of malicious software or malware, which restricts access to your computer or mobile device or encrypts data until you pay a ransom in exchange for accessing your device or data again.
I try to answer this question. Here they are asking what is ransomware, described in 2 lines. If you are concerned regarding the video, then you can identify it. Easily you can explain it. What is ransomware? Right? Look at again that part, then try to understand try to get that line.
Your computer just like you do every day, only to see your screen locked and device unable to boot up. A message demanding money or bitcoins appears instead. It's the moment that every computer or mobile device user dreads: ransomware. Ransomware is a form of malicious software or malware, which restricts access to your computer or mobile device or encrypts data until you pay a ransom in exchange for accessing your device or data again.
Try to answer the others also. One answer here already I can see Prabhat Buddhika saying form of malicious software. Yes, that's okay. But the ransomware actually malicious software, that's a type of malware. That's a malware that will be able to lock your computer. Once you infected with ransomware, it will be able to lock up your all data and file. If you want to release this your data and file, then you want to pay ransom. That means some money to them. It may be that nowadays bitcoins are very popular. You have to pay bitcoins or money to release again your data. Right. Then another answer by Piumi, malicious software that attack the data and file. Here the important terms need malware. That's a type of malware, and block the computer, your data and files. Block your computer or lock. It will be able to lock your computer. If you want to release, then you want to pay money. Then another ransomware is a virus threat. Actually, it's a malware threat. It encrypts all data and hackers ask payment to release data. That's correct. Type of malicious software designed to block your computer until you pay an amount. That's also okay. Apshana correct the answer. Then Himansha says it is malicious software malware. It restricts the usage of a computer until we pay the demand. And that's also okay. Correct. Right. I'm now continue the video here.
One typical example of ransomware is called Dead Cryptor, which
Right here, that for yes, all of you are giving the answer, correct answer, Dead Cryptor. Right, that's a common example for ransomware. Right, then continue.
which locks your devices and files until you're forced to pay a ransom. The payment that this malware demands is 2 bitcoins, which is more than $1,000.
Right, for this answer also 80% of your for students, yes, 100% of your submitted bitcoins. That's these days very popular e-money system. Most people, very high business people, they are using bitcoins for complete their transactions. Normally 2 bitcoins mean more than $1,000. That much of money you have to pay to that particular hackers if you want to release your data more than $1,000. That means you want to multiply it from 180 to get the rupees, right? If that much of money you want to pay if you want to back again your data and files. Then we'll continue.
This form of cyber blackmail is one of the most dangerous forms of malware today, and one that's spreading rapidly worldwide. The number of users infected with ransomware keeps growing, along with continued increases in ransomware modifications, making it a constantly evolving threat. Two forms of ransomware are currently the most widely used around the world: locker and crypto ransomware.
Right. Here you are correct. Two types of ransomware normally we can find. These two types are locker and crypto. Locker and crypto. These are the two types of ransomware.
Locker ransomware locks you out of basic computer functions.
Right. Locker ransom lock. Right. Locker ransom lock. Actually, locker, what they are doing is it should be able to lock your basic functions of a computer. Basic function of a computer. Right. All of you are giving the correct answer.
Forcing you to pay a ransom to regain control. Crypto ransomware, on the other hand, encrypts sensitive data like documents and important files, threatening
Right. Crypto ransomware, especially, it will be able to block your sensitive data. Right. Now, continue.
threatening to destroy them unless you pay a fee. The three main ways ransomware can infect your computer is through spam, spear phishing, and watering hole attacks. Scareware tactics are also used to spread ransomware by creating fake software or messages purporting to be from a legitimate source, but actually demand that you pay a ransom to regain control of your computer. As dangerous as ransomware is, you're not helpless against it. It's important to know how to recognize how ransomware is spread and the defensive measures you can take to stop it before it becomes a serious problem. Avoid phishing scams that spread ransomware by not opening any suspicious emails or links, and also avoid visiting any suspicious websites that may contain ransomware. Know how to recognize scareware tactics by sight.
Then what are the 4 ways of spreading ransomware? Right. Then if not capture the ways, then look at that part again.
To stop it before it becomes a serious problem. Avoid phishing scams that spread ransomware by not opening any suspicious emails or links, and also avoid visiting any suspicious websites that may contain ransomware. Know how to recognize scare.
And these are the 4 ways to spreading ransomware.
Criminals too. Be sure to back up your computer or mobile device and always use up-to-date internet security software equipped with specific anti-ransomware technologies. Above all, never pay a ransom, as it only emboldens the cyber criminals behind these scams. Ransomware is a serious threat that can affect you and all computer and mobile device users. But by knowing how to avoid it and by using up-to-date security software, you can stay safe. Do your part by
Right here, explaining about ransomware, what is ransomware, then types of ransomware, and how you can spread in the ways of spreading, and how you can avoid from this ransomware. Right, that's about malware. Then we'll move to the next part here. Here, activity. You have 10 minutes to complete this activity. When I start from here, then you can start doing your activity. However, 5 students still joining. 4 of you are still not joining do the activities. Then they will not be able to do activity if you are not joined with this system here. Right. However, I am going to start activity. Then those who are joined with the system, they will be able to do it. Right now, I am going to start this. Right now, finish timing. All of you are giving the answers for all questions. Most of you are getting correct marks for all questions. 14 out of 14. There are students maximum, minimum 11 out of 40. 10 out of 40. Right, I think it's not to discuss. The correct answer also appear in the same time. And therefore, I'm moving to the next part here, the e-commerce security part, the computer security part here. We are finishing now. We are now moving to the next topic. In our next topic is laws and ethics. This is regarding computer privacy. Right? Under privacy, the first thing is we should go on to identify law and ethics, difference between these two. Especially we should want to understand the meaning of these things generally. Once you understand it, then you will be you have to define it for the computers and information technology and technology. Right? Then there are many types of laws, standards. You want to identify these standards and ethics also there. Once you identify the general meaning of these two, then you will be able to apply these laws and types of laws and ethics for technology environment. Right. That first try to understand what is law. Here it is described as a set of rules and regulation. Set of rules and regulations created by the government to govern whole society. We all of you know, if we want to live without any trouble in the society, we should control by some set of rules and regulation. Otherwise, others can disturb for someone elsewhere. To control these disturbances, we need a set of rules and regulation. This set of rules and regulation known as law. Normally, this law is imposed by a recognized body. In a society, the normal recognized body, we can identify it as the government. Government are the entity or unit controlled by societies or behavior of the people. Therefore, they are imposed type of laws to control the behavior of people. Right. Then the law is universally accepted, recognized, and enforced. Once you define a law, then it should be accepted one, universally accepted and recognized one. It's a feature, one feature of the law. Then says it created with the purpose of. It giving many purposes. You should remember these points here. Why we need laws? Purpose: maintaining social orders, peace, justice, and justice in the society, and to provide protection to general public and safeguard their interests. These are the things you want to remember. Why we having types of laws? The purpose of having law. Right. Here you can write down the important point of this slide. Then I will give time to complete the notes here. හොඳයි. එතකොට මේ chapter එකෙන් computer privacy ගැන තමයි අපි සාකච්ඡා කරන්නේ. එතකොට privacy එක යටතේ එන පළවෙනි term එක තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ laws and ethics කියන. මෙන්න මේ terms දෙකේ වෙනස. මේ වගේ මුලින්ම general term එක සාමාන්‍ය අදහස ගැන අපිට idea එකක් ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි මේ technology එක හා සම්බන්ධව තියෙන laws මොනවද, ethics මොනවද, ඒ වගේ දේවල් හඳුනා ගැනීමක් කෙරෙන්නේ. මුලින් මේ වගේ සාමාන්‍ය අදහස අපිට වැදගත් වෙනවා. දැන් මුලින් මේ අනුව law එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක තමයි මෙතන සඳහන් වෙන්නේ. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් හඳුනා ගන්නවා law කියන එක මේ rules, set of rules and regulation, නීති සමුදායක් කියන එක, rules සමූහයක් කියන එක තමයි හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙන්නේ. බොහෝ වෙලාවට rules කියන ඒවා හඳුන්වලා දෙන්නේ law කියන එක ඒ අදාළ society එකේ අදාළ ඒ society එක පාලනය කරන recognized body එක. බොහෝ වෙලාවට රජය, government තමයි ප්‍රධාන ඒ නීති සමුදායන් හඳුන්වලා දෙන්නේ. රජයේ හැර වෙනත් රජයේ විසින් පවරපු ආයතන තියෙනවා. ඒවා හරහා උනත් නීති සම්පාදනය කිරීම සිද්ධ වෙනවා. එතකොට මේ අනුව නීතිය සම්පාදනය නීතියක් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නාම ඒ නීතිය ඒ අදාළ universally accepted හැමෝම පිළිගන්න recognize කරන දෙයක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. බොහෝ වෙලාවට මේ නීති හඳුන්වා දීමේ අරමුණු කීපයක් තියෙනවා. අරමුණු කීපය අතර වැදගත් වෙනවා social order maintain කරන්න, සාමය, peace, මිනිස්සු අතර බොහෝ වෙලාවට ගැටලු, කලහකාරී දේවල් මතුවෙනවා. ඒතකොට ඒවා පාලනය කරන්න නීතිය වැදගත් වෙනවා. Justice in the society and provide protection to the general public. නීතිය හා සාමය, නීතිය ඒ society එකේ සිද්ධ වෙන විවිධ දේවල්, ඒ ඉන්න පුද්ගලයන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාව, හැම දෙයක්ම මිනිස්සු පාරේ ඇවිදගෙන යනකොට සිද්ධ වෙන දේවල්, ඒ වගේ ආරක්ෂා කිරීම, හැම දෙයකටම නීතිය කියන එක සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා. right. ඔක තමයි law කියලා කියන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ බලමු ඊළඟ අනිත් term එක ethic කියන එක. මෙතන හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා මේක what is law නෙමේ. It should be changed as if you are writing this note here, change it. What is ethic? What is ethic? Here accidentally it mentioned as law, not law. It should be ethic. Here ethic is defined as guidelines, guides people about what is good or bad. Ethics we are using to identify that people's good behaviors and bad behaviors. It's a guideline. It's not a law. Right? Law means you must follow the rules, but in the guidelines, if you want, you can follow it. However, these guidelines are available to identify your good behaviors and bad behaviors. Here it is defined as collection of fundamental concepts and principles of ideal human character. Fundamental concept and principle of an ideal character. And here it is also explaining as principles help us in making a decision regarding the right or wrong. If you want to take some decision, if you are living in the society, there are various situations arise. You want to take some decisions. Then how you are going to take these decisions? What you are going to base to take that decisions? How you are going to take decision correctly? Right decision. Then if you want to, if you are not getting the right decision for some situation, then it will affect for your whole life. Therefore, these guidelines are very helpful very helpful for you to determine the right decisions and the wrong decisions. Then it also says inform us about how to act in a particular situation and make judgment. That's also another important point. This guideline guide you to behave in a particular situation, how you can behave in a particular situation and make the judgments also. If you are in the school or in a university, then how you want to behave with that situation. Then guidelines provide help you to learn how to behave in that particular situation. Right. These are the things you want to know regarding the ethics. Right. Now complete your notes. I will give time to complete this one. Write down this note here. හරි. එතකොට මේක ethics කියන එක ගැන idea එකක් එන්න ඇති. law කියන එකෙන් ethics කියන එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක පිළිබඳව අපිට idea එකක් ඕන. දැන් law කියන එකෙන් කෙනෙක්ව පාලනය කරන්න rules හරහා පාලනය කරන්න පුළුවන්. law කියන එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඒ සමාජය තුළ ඉන්නවා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි law එකට යටත්ව තමයි ඉන්නේ. නමුත් ethics කියන එක ඒක guideline එකක්. ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් ෆලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා එකක් නැහැ. කැමති නම් කරන්න. ethics. ethics හරහා ඒ good behavior සහ bad behavior කෙනෙක්ගේ පුද්ගලයෙක්ගේ හොඳ හැසිරීම සහ නරක හැසිරීම කියන එක වෙන් කරලා හඳුනා ගන්න. ඒක පුරුදු කරන්න. හොඳ ඇසිරීම මේ සොසයිටි එක තුල ජීවත් වෙනකොට තිබෙන හොඳ ඇසිරීම නරක ඇසිරීම මේ වගේ දේවල් පුරුදු කරන්න තමයි මේ ගයිඩ්ලයින් එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒ හරහා කෙනෙක්ට තීරණ ගන්නකොට හොඳ තීරණයක් නරක තීරණයක්ද කියන එක ගන්නකොට අර ගයිඩ්ලයින් බේස් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ඔස්සේ හොඳ තීරණ හරහා ජීවත් වීම තමයි ethics වලින් පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ. ethics කියන්නේ ඔන්න ඔය වගේ දෙයක්. එතනදී මතක තියාගන්න ethics කියන ඒවා අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ෆලෝ කරනවා කියලා එකක් නැහැ. නමුත් ඒ සොසයිටි එක තුල ඉන්නකොට ඒ ethics හරහා තමයි අපි තීරණ ගන්න. යම් සිටුේෂන් වලදී හැසිරෙන්නේ කොහොමද? ඉන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද? කියන එක පිළිබඳව අපිට ඒක පුරුදු කරලා තියෙන්නේ ethics එක. දැන් කොහාට හරි ඉස්කෝලේකට ගියොත් ඒ ඉස්කෝලේ තුල අපි ඉන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද? එහෙම නැත්නම් යුනිවර්සිටි එකට වෙනත් ආයතනයකට රජයේ ආයතනයකට පෞද්ගලික ආයතනයකට ඒ වගේ තැනකට ගියොත් එතනදී ඒ ගයිඩ්ලයින්ස් වෙනස්. එකිනෙකට වෙනස්. දැන් ලෝ කියන එකට ඒ යුනිවර්සිටි එකක්ද ඉස්කෝලේයක්ද කියන එක අදාළ නැහැ. ඒ රජයේ විසින් පනවන නීති අපි ෆලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ. නමුත් ගයිඩ්ලයින් කියන ඒවා ඒ ආයතනයෙන් ආයතනයටත් වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒතර ඒ ආයතනයට ගියපුවම මේ අදාළ තැනට ගියපුවම මේ ගයිඩ්ලයින්ස් වලට අනුව තමයි අපි හැසිරෙන්නේ. එහෙම හැසිරුනේ නැත්නම් අපි ඒ සොසයිටි එක තුල ඒ ආයතනය තුල ඉන්න අනිත් අයගෙන් කැපිලා පේන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. ඒ නිසා ගයිඩ්ලයින් කියන එක අපි පුරුදු කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඊට අනුව අපි හැසිරෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒකත් වැදගත් වෙනවා. right. ඊළඟට මේ දෙකේ වෙනස, right, then we'll see the difference between these laws and ethics according to this description. Right, look at the table here. It explaining the differences between these laws and ethics one by one according to some questions. That first, what is it? What is it? It defined as set of rules and regulation. That is law. Set of guidelines. Ethics defined as set of guidelines. Then how enforce these laws and ethics? Normally laws are given by government. Laws are given in the government. Ethics may be the individual legal and professional norms. Right. Then expression. Expression mean expressed and publishing writing. Law, if you are follow a law, if you are consider the laws, then it should be in written form. But ethics, you can't find in written forms. It is abstract. Right? Abstract mean not in written form. Then violation, if you are violate a law, mean you want to suffer some punishment. Right? This punishment may be a fine, or any other type of punishments also available. However, if you are breaking the laws or violate a law, you must get a punishment. Then ethics, under ethics, if you are breaking ethics, mean no punishment or no punishment for violation of ethics. Then objective, And objective law is created with the intent to maintain social orders and peace in societies and provide protection to all other citizens. That is important. Why we are having law objective here, giving some few objectives. Law with an intent to maintain social orders. That's the one objective, maintaining social orders and peace. Provide protection to all citizens. Provide protection to all citizens. Then why having ethics? That objective ethics are made to help people to decide what is right or wrong and how to act. The objective of ethics is decide the wrongs and wrong things and right things. If you are following the guideline, it will help you to decide right things and wrong things. Or another thing, how to act in some situation. Then binding, law has a legal binding, but ethics do not have any legal binding nature. These are some differences between these laws and ethics. Right, complete that one also in your notes. I will give you time to complete that. Complete it. Okay, I think you finish, write down the note, completing this table. Here, describe the difference between laws and ethics. Right, this based on these laws and ethics, these terms, then we are going to do some activities. Here, activity. You can put your ideas, write down example for laws and ethics that you find in everyday life. Right? At least try to give one example for law and one example for ethic when you are living in the society. You can start it now. If you can provide more than one, for example, more than one for laws and ethics, then it is good. At least write down one example for law and one example for ethics. Then what is the law? You want to mention it, the law. Prabhat, you want to mention it. මොකක්ද law එක කියලා ලියන්නේ? දැන් පාරේ දකුණු පැත්තෙන් යන්න ඕනේ කියන එක මොකක්ද? law එකක්ද ethic එකක්ද? everyday life එකේ අපි ඇවිදගෙන යනකොට කියනවනේ පාරේ වම් පැත්තෙන් යන්න නැත්නම් දකුණු පැත්තෙන් යන්න කියලා වර්ග කරලා තියෙනවනේ. ඒක law එකක්ද? ethic එකක්ද? ඒක law නේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ example ලියන්න කියන්නේ. දැන් පන්තියට ගුරුවරයෙක් ආවොත් නැගිටලා ආචාර කරන්න. මොකක්ද ඒක? law ද ethics ද? ඒක law ද ethics ද? නැගිටලා ආචාර කරන එකට පන්තියට ආපුවම ඒක ethics නේ. කවුරු හරි නැගිටින්නේ නැහැ කියලා punishment දෙන්න බෑ. නමුත් ethic හොඳ නරක මොකද්ද කියලා තීරණය කරන්න තියෙන guideline එක. ethics. අන්න ඒ වගේ Tamanට හිතෙන example කීපයක් ලියන්න බලන්න. And the ethics Afshana says respect, honesty, responsibility. Example එකක් හරියටම කියන්න පුළුවන්. Can you give me one example? Right? Can you write down that? Then which situation you need to respect or honest? That earlier I mentioned that example. Your teacher come to the classroom. Then we stand up and respect. That's in that way you want to identify exact examples for ethics and laws. Wash hand before eat. But giving an example, very good example. Wash hand and wash hands before eat. That's ethic. If you are not wash before eat, mean no one trying to punish you, but it is help you to get in good decisions. Then Afshana says ethics, respecting elders. That's good. Being honest to your employer. Yes. Law, following traffic rules. Musni said yes. What's the rule actually? Here I am expecting the exact rule, exact law, that if traffic rule, if you are in a vehicle, in a traffic light system, suppose red light, you can, if you are showing the display in the red light, mean you have to stop. Red light, give the message to stop. That's the law. If you break down that one, then you will be punished. Then Himarsa says wearing your seat belt when driving. Yes, obeying all traffic laws and signals. Okay, that's okay. Wearing face masks, Afshana says, according to the current situation, uh, the government enforced the separate sets of law to avoid the illnesses wearing face masks. If not, that means you will be punished. That's good. Then Prabhat again say under law, drive vehicle in left hand side in the road. That's good. Okay. Then what else? Others. Only 4 of you are giving some answers, feedback. Yes, Piumi said ethics under ethics, staying at healthy weight. Yes, that's ethic also. Then Prabhat again say get COVID vaccine. Is that ethic or law? I am not sure that. You must, I think you must get the vaccine. I am not sure that. I am not familiar that one. That find out that one it is ethic or not. Get COVID-19 vaccine. Then Himansa says respecting religions, never hurting animals, respect family members, come home before night every day. Yes, that's good ethics. Most of you are giving the ethics than the law. Yes, Monsi says that no smoking in bus, very good law. Not only buses, no smoking in public places. That you can change it in that way. It's more suitable than that one. Then Piumi says ethics under getting regular exercises. Yeah, that's also okay. Right, okay. I think now you have an idea about the difference between these laws and ethics. Right, then we'll move to another activity here. Right, now you can start it, fill in blank type exercise. Right, start it now. දැන් ටයිම් එක ඇති මං හිතන්නේ. තාම එක්කෙනෙක් තමා දාලා තියෙන්නේ උත්තර හිමන්සා දාලා තියෙනවා 29 out of 29. ඔක්කොම හරි. අනිත් අය දාන්න බලන්න. තව 1 minute වලින් complete කරන්න. දැන් complete කරන්න. complete කරන්න කවුරුත් complete කර පාටක් පේන්නේ නැහැ අනිත් අය. Sohan, Afshana, Piumi. Then what happened to your ones? Prabhat, still you are doing, or then what you are doing there? Still not complete? Need more time? Can you hear me? At least tell me, can you hear me?
Sir, can we have 5 minutes?
Another 5 minutes?
Yes.
Right, okay. Okay, we'll take the time and complete it. Yeah. But I think now time is okay for this activity. Still, two of you are submitting, Himansa and Vishmi. Right. Another two submissions, Sohan and Prabhat also submitted. They are getting 27 out of 29 also. Very good. And I think Kapshana and Musni doing the activity. Right, okay, how we'll see the answers. Right, we'll see the answers for the activity here. Right. Yeah, I think most of you are giving the correct answers. The law defined as the systematic rules, systematic body of rules that govern the whole society and action of its individual members. Ethic means science of standard human conduct. Here, the law, second one, consists of the set of rules and regulations. Ethics comprises guidelines and principles that inform people about how to live or how to behave in particular situation. Then third one, the law created this, the government. Normally, we know the government are the entitled body to create laws, which may be local, regional, national, or international. There are some bodies that related with the government, which may be local, national, or international. On the other hand, ethics are governed by individual, legal, or professional norms. Workplace, that is workplace ethics, environmental ethics, and so on. Then 4, the law is expressed in the constitution in a written form. Law always we have in written form, but ethics are not in written form. As opposed to ethic, it cannot be found in writing form. Then number 5, the breach of law, that means violation of law, may result punishment or penalty or both, which is not in the case of breach of ethics. If you are breaching ethics or break down ethics, no one going to be punish you. But if you are breaking laws, that means government and entitled bodies have power to punish you. Then number 6, the objective of the law, objective, that's the answer for that blank. Objective of the law is to maintain social order and peace within the nation and protection to all the citizens. Peace and protection should be in the blank. Unlike ethics, that are the code of conduct that helps a person to decide what is right or wrong and how to act. The law creates, last one, the law create a legal binding, but ethics has no such binding on the people. ඔය ටික ඔය විදිහට තමයි answers ටික එන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ඔය ඔක්කොම ටික අපි අර ඉස්සෙල්ලා සාකච්ඡා කරපු slides වලින් තමයි අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. slides කීපෙන් තමයි මේ ටික අරන් තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට හොඳින් ඒ ටික අවධාරණය කරා කියන තමයි හිතෙන්නේ. මොකද හැමෝම හොඳින් ලකුණු දෙකට අරගෙන තියෙනවා. right, හොඳයි. අපි බලමු ඊළඟ activity ඊළඟ session එක privacy and computer technology. right කොහොමද computer technology එකත් එක්ක මේ privacy කියන එක බලපාන්නේ කියන එක key aspect of privacy මෙතන අවස්ථා තුනක් තියෙනවා privacy එක ගැන when we discuss about the privacy then you should want to concern about these three aspects in the computer technology freedom from intrusion being left alone then second one control of information about oneself then freedom from surveillance that means being tracked followed or watched these are the aspects that privacy actually can be breakdowns once you are in alone the information about in oneself or surveillance in these cases this privacy may be breakdown right then we'll see one by one before that you can write down this slide here the topic is privacy and computer technology under that write down these 3 points first point එක freedom from intrusion computer technology එක නිසා privacy කියන එක නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් අවස්ථා තමයි ඔය තියෙන්නේ right ඊළඟට new technology new risk government and private databases තියෙන තැන්වල ඒ රජයට හා සම්බන්ධ private databases වල privacy එක technology ක්‍රම නිසා පහළට යන්න පුළුවන් sophisticated tools for surveillance and data analysis data analyze කරන්න වෙනත් අයගේ දේවල් අපිට හාරලා ගන්න උපකරණ ඕන තරම් තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට ඒ අනුව privacy එක පහළට බහින්න පුළුවන්. දත්තවල තියෙන පටලැලි සහගත භාවය ඒ වගේ තියෙන වළංගු භාවයේ අඩුකම වගේ දේවලුත් බලපානවා මේ privacy එක පහළට යෑම සඳහා vulnerability of data right then when discussing about the privacy of the computer technology then there are some terms you want to familiar with these terminologies the first one is invisible information gathering then you want to know the meaning of that invisible information gathering collection of personal information about someone without the person's knowledge without getting the permission of he or she then you are trying to access into his personal database invisible information gathering normally malware or another type of viruses doing that things they are sending viruses after infected this virus into your computer it will activate a software separate software within inside your computer then that particular software will be able to capturing hiding your information or giving your information to another party then secondary use another terminology under privacy secondary use of personal information for purpose other than when it was provided secondary usage then after දීලා තියෙන තොරතුර වෙන කවුරු හරි ඇවිල්ලා වෙන purpose එකකට පාවිච්චි කරනවා our own information, someone come in and use for another purpose. That is called secondary use. The same information you are using for another purpose. That is called secondary usage. Secondary use. Then another term, here you want to remember that one also, data mining. Searching and analyzing masses of data to find patterns and develop new information or knowledge. That another term here, because of this data mining, the data privacy also become decrease. Data mining, the simple meaning is analyzing data to find the patterns. Analyzing data to make or to find the hidden patterns. But once you identify, if you are able to identify these hidden patterns, then you will be able to create a new knowledge or new information. Right? That's the new information or new knowledge. It is not your own information, own knowledge. You are getting it through data mining. That's a cost to reduction of privacy. Right. These three terms, then note down about these three terms. I will give the time to note down. Right, here we are discussing some terms regarding the computer privacy, invisible information gathering, secondary usage, and the data mining. There are some more terms we should want to familiar with under privacy. Look at these two terms also, computer matching and computer profiling. Computer matching mean combining and comparing information from different databases because of development of technology, new sophisticated equipment. Then you should be able to compare data from one databases to another database using social security numbers, for example, to match records. You can matching records from one database to another database. That is called computer matching. Then computer profiling. Profiling means analyzing data in computer files to determine characteristic of people most likely to engage in certain behavior. That it will be able to identify the characteristic of people that are engaged with certain behaviors. That is called profiling. Right. Note down these two terms also, computer matching and computer profiling. Right, then we'll move to next slide. Here explaining principles for data collection and use. දත්ත එක්රැස් කිරීමේදී අනුගමනය කළ යුතු ක්‍රම. දැන් privacy කියන එක අපි maintain කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් data collection කියන එක අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා ගොඩක් තැන්වලදී computers එක්ක වැඩ කරනකොට data collection කියන එක තියෙනවා. දැන් example එකක් තමයි information system development. When you are starting to develop information system, the initial step is collecting information, collecting requirements. Then only you can develop a system. You want to involve with the users of the information system. Then you want to go the particular location. Then you want to observe or interview, or there are so many methods referring documents. Using these methods, you are collecting data. You can publish your questionnaires, right? Whatever the methods you are using to collect this data, then you want to follow rules. You want to maintain the privacy of them. Data දෙන අයගේ privacy එක ආරක්ෂා වෙන විදිහට තමයි collection එක කරන්නේ. එතනදී අනුගමනය කර යුතු සැලකිය යුතු කරුණු කීපයක් තමයි මේ session එකෙන් සඳහන් වෙන්නේ. එකක් තමයි පළවෙනි එක තමයි informed consent. Informed consent කියන්නේ. People are informed about the data collection and use policies of business organization. Then they can decide whether or not to interact with that. Consent එක දෙනවා කියන්නේ අපි අපෙන් කවුරු හරි data අහන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා කැමැත්ත ප්‍රකාශ කරලා letter එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ දත්ත ටික ගත්තට කමක් නැtei කියන එක. නේද? example එකක් යට දීලා තිනවා. It is the process by which the treating healthcare provider disclose appropriate information to competent patient so that the patient may make a voluntary choice to accept or refuse the treatment. ඒක ගොඩක් health එක පැත්තෙන් තියෙන එකක්. ඒකටත් ඒක බලපාන informed consent කියන එක මොනවා හරි operation එකක් කරන්න ගියත් කැමැත්ත එයාගේ ප්‍රකාශනයක් අරගෙන තමයි ඒක operation එකක් කරන්නේ, treatment කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේ data collect කරද්දී ඒ consent එක අපි ගන්න. දැන් consent එක ගන්නකොට සමහර වෙලාවට දැන් data collect කරන අවස්ථාවේදී අදාළ පුද්ගලයාගෙම විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඒ පුද්ගලයාව බාරව ඉන්න අනිත් අයගේ consent එකත් අවශ්‍ය වෙන තැන් තියෙනවා. දැන් organization එකට අපි system එකක් develop කරනවා නම් ඒකේ users ලා විදියට අපි හිතමු employee කෙනෙක්ගේ තොරතුරක් අපිට වැදගත් වෙනවා. එයාත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරලා අපිට තොරතුරු ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙනම් කෙලින්ම අපිට එයා එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරන්න බෑ. එයාව බාරව ඉන්න ඒ department head කෙනෙක් සමහර විට කෙලින්ම අවසරය ගන්න බෑ, consent එකක් ගන්න බෑ. එයා ඒ department එක බාරව ඉන්න ඊට ඉහළින් ඉන්න නිලධාරී. ඉදිරියට consent දැන් විශේෂයෙන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ research එකක් වගේ එකක් කරනවා නම් මේක ගොඩාක් වැදගත් වෙනවා collect කරද්දී. ඒ research එකට අදාළ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ළමයිගෙන් තමයි data collect කරන්නේ. ළමයිගෙන් data collect කරද්දී අපිට කෙලින්ම එයාගේ විතරක් consent එක ගන්න බෑ. බාරව ඉන්න අයගේ consent එක හරහා තමයි අපිට දත්ත රැස් කිරීම කරන්න. ඒක එහෙම කරේ නැත්නම් ඒක illegal. එයාට punishment කරන්න පුළුවන්. අර breach of violation law ගණේට අයිති වෙනවා. informed consent කරේ නැත්නම් ඒක violation of law. ඔක ගොඩක් අය කරන්නේ නැහැ. information system development කරද්දි විතරක් නෙමෙයි research කරද්දි ගොඩක් අය කෙලින්ම ගිහිල්ලා Google form එකක් පුරවලා යවනවා data collect කරන්න. ඒක වැරදි. right? ඒක ඕනම වෙලාවක මොනවා හරි ගැටලුවක් මතුවුනොත් කෙනෙකුට පුළුවන් නීති ඉදිරියට යන්න. ඒ නිසා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම consent එක අරගන්න. මේක note down කරගන්න informed consent කියන එක. අපි තව කරුණු කීපයක් තියෙනවා මේකේ data collect කරද්දී සැලකිය යුතු කරුණු කීපයක්ම තියෙනවා. අපි time එක දැන් ඉවර නිසා ඒ ටික ඊළඟ සතියේ සාකච්ඡා කරමු. මේ මම ඔය රෙකෝඩ්ස් දානවා ඔක්කොම Edmodo accounts වලට ඒවට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න. ඔය slides ටික notes එකම complete කරගන්න බැරි වුණොත් මේ slides බලලා නැවත ඒවා complete කරගන්න පුළුවන්. video recording එක lecture එකේ video recording එකත් බොහෝ වෙලාවට තියෙනවා මේ Edmodo folders වල. ඒවට ගිහිල්ලා නැවත බලන්න පුළුවන්. assignments මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් අය submit කරලා තිබ්බා. තවත් submit කරන්න ඉන්නවා නම් අද දිනේදීත් පුළුවන් ඒක complete කරන්න ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. Right, එහෙනම් thank you very much for the participation.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.